Alright, here we are, April 25th, 2020. Update on the garden. These are wildflowers that just popped up. Roses are coming back. Trimmed them up. Oh, back in January. Not sure what this is, but got it a few years ago. Doing really good. Bird bath for the birdies. Here's another huge plant. You can cut this thing back to nothing and it comes back like crazy. The hummingbirds absolutely love this thing. Alright, we got our, I believe these are gladiolas, coming up every year now. Oh, I got some flowers in here. Look what the gopher's doing. He's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these already. A few of these ones are gone. You can see real close. There's a little hole right there. He just gets them, pulls them down, eats them up. Little booger. I gotta do some weeding over here, but I got some irises. And we got a lily that pops up here every year. And more gopher devastation. You can see big mound. And again, I had a whole bunch of these. Looks like there's about 5 of them gone. Little sucker. Sucker's even getting my mom. Planted that years ago. Anyway, got another iris waiting for some blooms. But the real deal is the vegetables, so let's back up a bit. Well, let's take a look at some more flowers. Some more mums in this box right here. I'm not sure what these are. These are really cool. Really nice color. I've had that for quite a few years as well. Got some geraniums. And we got a bunch of lilies starting to pop up. Give them another 2 or 3 weeks and we'll have some great blooms. We'll see these on my next video. And we got tons of onions. Saw this last video and I got, I don't know how many containers of onions. They're doing pretty darn good. Let's see if we can, no bulbs developing quite yet. Real nice and thick. Doing really good. And let's look at the tomatoes. Last video I just planted tomatoes. That was about 5 weeks ago. I should have brought out my list of what these are, but we'll look at those next time. Whole bunch in containers. That's a nice one. That's a determinate. And I think that's about it. And a whole bunch of indeterminates. Got some flowers developing already. I've been trimming up the bottoms on at least the indeterminates. Oh, also I planted a whole bunch of bush beans in with the tomatoes. We'll see what that does. These plants are looking good. I got forks and knives. Got them numbered. Little plastic things I'm using. Keep track of what I got. Some of these are doing really nice. This one back here, I believe, is a determinate, which just means it'll bush more. And it's looking great. Got some more little flowers right in there. This one's got some flowers up on top. These are doing absolutely wonderful. Major heat heat wave today and yesterday. So I watered again this morning. So let's take a look. Well, I got a little bitty basil. Just waiting for that to get going. My little free strawberry plant when I bought all my peppers, which we'll take a look in a minute. Move over here. Got some little green onions I've had for a while. Now I can use the tops of these ones too, but kind of leaving them on for the moment, hoping it'll help develop the bulbs better. We'll see. You can usually pick them. So, new this year, what we saw in the last video is my raised beds. I think I said them wrong last time. They're 1, 2, 3. I got 5 2x4s high. It's roughly 2 feet by 4 feet long. These are all indeterminates in here. I got a few marigolds planted in between. And also in the middle, I got a whole bunch of lettuce. I like a different mix, so there's all sorts of things in here. We'll have some this weekend, and as well, I got beans, bush beans throughout. So we'll see how that works out. This is gonna be really nice and packed. So I got these nice giant tomato cages. Let's see, I believe they were 56 inches tall. Just tied them a little bit to keep them together. Once the plants get up, they'll probably be very heavy. So hopefully this will hold a lot better than these little chintzy things, which will hopefully be fine for the smaller pots, but we'll see. But these have grown quite a bit since 5 weeks ago when I put them in on March 14th, I believe. Okay, so we got some peppers. Here's my other raised bed. So I got some poles, just old flag poles and whatnot. Stuck them down in the corners. And I took this little piece of 1x4, cut it about 8 inches, split it in half, nailed it. That will keep this from moving. I'll tie some string later, and we'll use some string to keep these pepper plants in line. At least that's the idea. And again, with this bed, I got some more lettuce, various lettuces throughout the middle. Got some marigolds along the perimeter as well. I also got 3 cucumbers in here. Doing a little bit better. We've had a lot of rainy, cold weather the past month and a half, so finally getting some sun. In fact, maybe too much now. It's getting, I think it was 97 yesterday. Today is going to be about the same. Got some old little bits of the older tomato cages that are kind of short. Anyway, that'll help support these hopefully, and then I'll put some more string zigzag if I need to and support some of these cucumbers. But we got, at least I got these marked. This one's a Peter. I can't wait to show you what a Peter pepper looks like. You'll have to wait though. Here we have a Belle Gourmet. This one is a Belle Purple Beauty. This one, that's gonna be great. It's supposed to be purple flowers, I believe, as well as a purple bell. Lunchbox Red. Let's see what these ones are over here. And here is a Violet Sparkle. I got some really interesting ones this year. Belle California Wonder, a Glow bell pepper, and a Hatch Red. Love them Hatch Reds. Anyway, I'm hoping this is going to be really good. So let's go around, because I'm not done with peppers. Let's take a quick look. Here's one of my carrot containers. Really big barrel if you can barely see. But I also got tons of lilies. Look how big these things are. So they popped up another 2 weeks maybe. They seem to be working well together. Another smaller container of carrots. Just pick them as I go. I put these in last fall and doing good. Got some containers of lettuce. Again, I go with the mix. I like the let's see if I say this right, mesclun spicy mix and sweet mix, both salad mixes. Lots of good stuff in here. Just pick them as you go. We've been having a nice salad every weekend for quite a while. Planted these last fall as well. So back to the peppers. See, I got a free pepper. Had to buy these online. When I got the tomatoes, they had a big tomato festival at the local farm store for Cal Poly. That was right before the restrictions came. So the next month for the pepper festival, Pepperzania, couldn't do that. It's too many people. So they offered curbside service or delivery. I went with the curbside service. Order it. Don't even have to get out of your car. They put it in the back of my truck. Anyway, they had a problem online. I got some free peppers. This is it. It's a habanero. There's actually 2 plants right there. So that's cool. It's another habanero lightning mix. Some multicolored peppers. It's gonna be great. Here we have a flaming jade serrano. Here's a purple jalapeno. So altogether, 4 pepper plants in these containers. Back over there, 8 pepper plants. 6 tomatoes in the raised bed. And 8 more tomatoes in these containers. A little bit of parsley. It's been growing for a while. It's doing really good. Does better than the cilantro, which I also have some cilantro in this raised bed. Let's see, I haven't really seen it yet. Makeshift. So this will be interesting. Nice cages for this one. We'll go with a string tie and a few little cages in the bottom. So here we are at the in-ground, and just like the flowers I showed you at the beginning, that darn little gopher. I used to plant everything in here. It used to be full of tomatoes and peppers, until one year he pretty much took it all. Unbelievable. I got some wildflower seeds I put throughout here. Also put a bunch of sunflowers. You can see the sunflowers are popping up along with many weeds. I'm trying to stay on top, but a whole bunch of spring flowers. That spring wildflowers should pop up. So back over here, what I did, and I said this in the last video, I got these cages that I built, and as you can see, okay, so they're dug into the ground. It's like a 4x8 sheet of wire. I cut them down. I think I made 8 or 6 cages out of it. A little planting cage. So you make a little planter, put them in the ground, dig a hole, put some dirt in, put your plants. Gopher can't get to it. It's been working good because he will get the zucchini. He will get everything, or she, I'm not really sure, but darn little gopher. So I've got 6 of these. There's 2 more over there. I believe that's a cauliflower in the back. Found that in one of my pots as I was potting some potatoes and getting those peppers as I was getting those ready. and decided to put that in the garden. That one is not protected. Zucchinis are. They're just probably overplanted, but I think we'll be all right. Gopher has even taken, I did weed eating today, so it's a little messy. Got another marigold here. There was one right there, and it's gone. Obviously the gopher likes marigolds. And right in the middle, we got our corn and our bean pole patch. I think there's about 30 corns in here. Take a look. I weed eated, so everything's a little messy. You can see we got some nice corns coming up. Some of them are about a foot tall, some of them are lagging behind. And we got some beans all over the place. There's way more beans. We put this purple tomato cage in here. There was a empty spot where some corn didn't come up, so there's extra beans. I figured they're supposed to climb up the corn, but as a extra precaution, I'll have them climb up this tomato cage, which is a pretty sturdy cage. I like these better than the ones we used to get, which were really cheap. Here's a nice big deal of corn. So I have some high hopes for this area. Didn't do too well last year with corn, not sure why. They didn't get very tall, they didn't look good. I wish I could do better with the weeds in this area, but it's brutal. This used to be all grass to begin with, but it works. I try to keep the areas in between cleaned up best as I can. So much here, there's not much to do in this area. I can get in there by hand, which I occasionally do. And here's another, I believe, cauliflower plant, little thing I found. Actually, that other one was when I was doing tomatoes last month. This one was when I was doing peppers. Found it in one of the pots. Just came up out of nowhere. So, put it over here. Let's see how it does. Cauliflower does really good. I plant those usually though in the fall. So, not sure how this is going to work out with this hot weather. Definitely don't even want to try broccoli other than during the fall. They like the colder weather. Got a blueberry bush, had it in a pot and didn't do too well. It seemed like I was going to get something, then it didn't. I just put it in the ground back here. I do see some little berries popping out. It's hard to see, not much sun right here, but so we'll see. I've put them in ice cream or whatever if I can get them. So I'm trying to keep the sucker going. And plant looks pretty good, so we'll see. So anyway, this is an update on my garden. Again, this is the end of April 25th, 2020. It's my version of a Three Sisters. Got your corn, pole beans, zucchini. The zucchini will just hopefully cover all this area once it spreads out. I hope to have lots of beans. Anyway, I will make another video in May. Should be when these lilies start to flower. And then by then, hopefully these peppers will be a lot bigger. Tomatoes will be doing so much better. Pretty much everything should be doing good. Here we are, some more lilies. These things are doing good. Got some succulents and some old bird cages I had. Anyway, we'll see you next time.